Faith Time is our weekly conversation on matters of faith, and joining us this morning is Darren McClellan with Fair Hope United Methodist Church. Good morning to you, sir.
Thank you, Chad.
We are talking about the Baldwin Family Village. That's Baldwin County's first and only shelter for homeless women and children. What are some success stories or transformational stories that you've seen out of this place in the months that it's been up and running?
Well, one of the most dramatic from my own heart in life is an experience of a woman who came to our congregation at Fair Hope United Methodist Church. She came on a Saturday. We had some folks that were there working and preparing for a wedding, but she was there with her 7-year-old daughter. We were able to get her in a hotel room over the weekend on a Saturday. On a Monday, we were able to get her application to the Baldwin Family Village. On a Wednesday, we were able to get her background check and her paperwork processed. On Wednesday evening, she moved in, and on Friday, she gave birth to a child.
Wow.
And when we think about where that child would have been born, had it not been for the opportunity of this engagement, it helps us connect the dots of our own generosity in ways that recognize that we're dealing with real stories in flesh and blood. And what was even more beautiful and powerful for us as a congregation is that on November of this year, I had the great privilege of not only welcoming that mother and her 2 children, but also baptizing that new baby along with his older sister.
One of the things that when we talk about what you guys do is, one refrain I hear is that I didn't know there were homeless people in Baldwin County. Why do you think homelessness in Baldwin is sort of an invisible problem?
Well, I think we have to be trained to see it. I think as much as anything. It is there, but for sure, but to recognize, I come from a faith tradition where Jesus' own disciples are saying, Lord, when did we see you? When did we see you in the end of Matthew's gospel? And we have that refrain that what you did for the least of these, what you saw and what you heard, you did unto me. We have hymnals where every other hymn is about open my eyes that I may see. Lord, give us ears to hear is our prayer often, and our eyes to see those who are in front of us. And so they're not sleeping on the golf course, right? They may not be standing there on the side of the road with a sign, but these are individuals often who are employed, but perhaps underemployed. These are folks who are one crisis away from a real dramatic circumstance, whether it be to medical circumstances or a domestic abuse situation. Homelessness has so many different faces that we have to train ourselves to see if we'll only open our eyes.
Darren McClellan with Fair Hope United Methodist Church, we thank you for joining us for this edition of Faith Time.